Morning guys, how's it going? Today I'm on holidays. I've got 2 weeks off work, so I've got a bit of time to work on some projects. Today's project, I plan on making a little miniature sort of desktop trebuchet, which is one of those catapults that has the little weight that drops and it slings the arm around and flings off a projectile. So I'll just be making that out of some little pieces of wood I've got lying around the shop. If it all goes well, we'll test it out and see how well it can sling some projectiles. So here's the basic design. So I'm just going to build this whole frame out of this wood. This is 30 millimeters by 18 millimeters. I've just got a bunch of it lying around, so that's why I'll use that. So for this whole project, all you really need is a bunch of this wood. You need some cardboard to make the mould for the concrete, for the little weight that drops. You just need some doweling and some drill bits to do the part where the arm pivots on. For the sling mechanism, you'll need some little hook things like this and some nails. Obviously a saw and a drill. For the sling, I'll just use this little twine rope and some canvas material. So that's pretty much it. Let's get to it. First step is to measure all these pieces and cut them out of this wood. Okay, so I've cut out most of these pieces now. It was pretty simple. I'm just going to start putting them together. I'm just going to use some glue and maybe just one screw on each joint. That should be enough. I haven't done the arm of the catapult yet. I'm just going to wait until it's together and then I can figure out how long to do that. Alright, so here's where I'm at. Basically just glued and screwed all the pieces together. I put on this flat piece down the bottom so the sling can just slide easily off. I put it on this little dowel so when I attach the weight here and the weight drops, it'll just swing the arm around like that. So I can push that aside, and now I need to make the actual sling itself. So this will just be using this twine rope and this canvas piece. So basically I need to make the sling around about the same length as this part of the arm. So there'll be two ends of the rope. One end will be permanently attached to the end of this arm, while the other end will be attached to a little hook which will slide over a nail poking out the end of this arm. So what that does is it just makes one end able to come off, which releases the projectile that's inside of the little sling. Okay, so the sling and the trigger mechanism, it's all set up now. I'll explain this at the end of the video once I've got the weight on, but we need to go check on the weight now, see how it's doing. Weight, I tried to make a concrete one. Obviously that didn't work, so I'm just going to quickly make one out of wood. Okay, so here it is, all built, all ready to go. I've just filled the little weight with concrete to make it a bit heavier. So let me tell you how this works. So basically, once it's in position, you pull this to release this little metal hook that I made.
Do they get
So I'll just show you. Release that hook, then the weight will drop. Pull in the little payload out and around. The weight drops, this thing flings around, and in the process of that, one end comes loose, which opens this up, and the projectile can come out. So I don't know if that made a whole lot of sense, but I'll show you it in action. Now Evie, do you want to pull on that and it will release it? And there you go. Okay, it's set up with a little rock in there, so do the honours.
Me?
Yep, go. So just so I can show you how it actually shoots the projectile, I've got this glow in the dark thing here, so I'm just going to put this in the pouch and turn off the light. Okay. Alright, go Evie, pull the thing. Okay, glow in the dark. And number 2. Test number 3. Okay, so overall, I'm happy that it actually works. It doesn't shoot very well or very far or high, but I think those adjustments can be made with just adjusting the length of the arm or the length of the sling or the angle of the little nail pin in the end there, or even the different weight. I don't really have time to experiment with all those little tweaks right now, so maybe that's something for a future video. But at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy. Got a little desktop trebuchet, and it actually fires. Like I said, guys, thanks for watching. I'm happy I've finally built one of these little trebuchets. I've been meaning to do it for a while now. I recommend doing it if you wanted to do something like this. It doesn't take a lot of tools or a lot of materials. It doesn't take a lot of time either if you've got a plan. Unfortunately, I didn't actually have a plan. I was sort of just winging it. But I'm surprised it actually works. Let's give it one last go. I might have to tweak it a little bit at a later date to make it work a little bit more efficiently. But anyway, on to the next project, so thanks for watching.